How to scale your business quickly. Top 5 ways from your business coach, Ryan. My name is Ryan Knoll. I'm your business coach. I've been running my own business for the last 8 years, doing over $2 million a year and coaching hundreds of businesses on scaling and growing, becoming prosperous, getting your life back from your business and actually making some freaking money doing it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to learn how to scale your business quickly. We're talking about this all the time. Tips, tricks, talking about selling your business and everything else. Subscribe. That's your number one tip for growing quickly is get on this channel. We're talking about the 5 ways to scale your business quickly. Building systems, making sure you've got the right people in your company, not doing the work yourself is a huge one that people fall into. Reinvesting your capital, the actual things that are going to make you money and help you grow your business, not this foo-foo, believe in yourself stuff. The real meat and potatoes of growing your business, scaling your company is exactly what we're talking about today. We need to apply these principles no matter what. No matter what you're doing in life, in business, these things have to happen for you to be able to grow, for you to have a good life. You can't get away from it. You can't escape it. We just have to do it. The number one thing that you need to do for your business is build systems. This is going to be true no matter what type of a company you're running. Without the right systems in place, you get stuck. You're going to get stuck at 300,000. You're going to get stuck at 500,000. You're going to get stuck at 1 million, 3 million, 10 million. And each one of these spaces, these numbers I threw out are actually super important. They're the places that people get hung up because the systems you have in your business that you need to get from 300,000 to 500,000, from 500,000 to 1 million, from 1 million beyond is really important because your business can't support that level of cash flow, that amount of deals that you have to do, that amount of sales you have to do until they have the systems in place. So what are systems? How do we build them? Systems are anywhere that something is happening in the business that you don't have to do. So when you first start out a business, you're going to be doing everything. Hopefully not, but you're going to be doing a lot. Your marketing, your sales, you're actually going out and, unclogging that toilet or installing that, air conditioner unit. Those are all not systems. That's just, Joe going out and doing the work, right? We don't want Joe to be going out and doing the work. So how do we take that and move that from, you doing everything to building a system? The biggest part is keep track of what you're actually working on. Keep track of what needs to get done for the business. And if there's something that needs to get done, you need to either automate that or delegate that. What does that mean? Hey, if I'm answering the phone 8 hours a day, I should probably hire a VA or get somebody cheaper than me, the business owner, to go do that stuff. Boom, now we've got a system. That VA, that person is taking these customer service calls and we're having some bad experiences and it's not going good. We got to support them with a different system. How do we handle those customer service calls? So that's the most important thing, is just knowing what to look for, putting those things in place, and then moving forward. And as soon as you get to that spot where you get stuck, oh man, I've been at $1 million a year for 3 years. I don't know what to do next. We need to reinvent those systems to support that growth. The second most important tip for how to grow your business, how to scale your business, is having the right people and having people. I don't know how many businesses I coach where we're stuck at a level and they're like, I can't get to that next level. I don't know how to grow. I'm struggling. And we're starting to look at their numbers and I'm saying, okay, you're spending all this time doing sales, all this time doing marketing, all this time doing all these other tasks in your business. Why don't we hire a salesperson? I don't know if I can afford a salesperson right now. Well, you're never going to grow until you get that salesperson, until you hire that other technician, until you get somebody to help that technician that you have. The truth is you're never going to be able to afford that person until you get that person. A good employee in a company should pay for themselves. They should add value back. Now there's the flip side of that, where if you get a bad employee, it's going to cost you money. That is true. But what's the cost of taking that shot? How long are you going to have them on board with you before you realize that they're a bad employee? Probably going to happen within the first 2 weeks. You're going to be like, oh no, I made a mistake. I cannot have this person in the company. What's the cost of actually doing that? You bring somebody in, say they got $100,000 a year salary. All right, it's only going to cost you like $6,000 to have them for that month or two and figure out if they're going to be a really good employee. So take the shot. You've got $6,000, invest it in, whether or not that employee is going to work. And I'm not saying, hire a COO and a CFO day one, but as you scale, you will see those inflection points, and it's going to come from the business owner. Whenever you feel like your full-time job now is doing sales, is doing marketing, time to delegate that out to somebody else. That's it. Hire the right people and make sure they're the right people. They will add value back into the business and it will grow. The third way, you got to reinvest in yourself. You got to reinvest in your business. You need to make sure when you're building your budget, you're setting up a budget for marketing and reinvesting. The way I got to $1 million super quick is I didn't take any money out of the business for the first year. I did that by actually having a job that I was working while I was growing my company. Any opportunity you can give yourself to reinvest in the company and reinvest in your people, you should be doing. The fourth way you need to actually grow your business is sales. So we're talking about leads, we're talking about marketing, we're talking about keeping track of KPIs, but if you can't close those freaking deals, you're not going anywhere. And that's just the truth. You are stuck. And why is this so important? Why is this the fourth thing? Because so many times I talk to business owners and they say, Ryan, I need to grow my business. I need more leads. If only I had more leads, I could grow my business. And we start looking at the numbers, start looking at the KPIs. Okay, you're getting 100 calls a month. How many of these calls are you closing? Oh, I'm closing 20%. That's not enough. That's not high enough. You're doing something wrong. Something's breaking. I mean, for my own company, I had to learn by actually being on the sales floor and making some calls and closing some deals that when I gave people the number for how much our service was going to cost, and our service is, very, very high in our area, I needed to talk about our guarantee. I couldn't just give them the number. Okay, here's your sales number. This is, that cleaning's going to be $327.47. And then if it's just silence, they say, okay, I'm going to go call some other people. But if I say, and that of course includes our 200% happiness guarantee. So if we miss something or something's overlooked, we're 100% going to come back and take care of you. If you're doing carpet cleaning, that could be, hey, our 1-year spill guarantee. If somebody spills some wine on that carpet after we clean it, for the whole next year, you'll get a free cleaning. If somebody spills something on your carpet. Awesome guarantee. So all of this to say, keep track of your sales. Keep track of your close rates. When you start putting a salesperson on there, you're giving that salesperson valuable leads. You need to make sure you're closing it. So when we're looking at, hey, I need more leads. This is how I grow. Just give me more marketing. How are you closing these deals? How often are you closing them? Is this working for you? Are we doing 20% closes? Are we doing 80? If you're not closing 60, 70%, we got to reevaluate how you're doing this. The fifth most important thing is you need to set goals for yourself and you need to measure yourself against those goals. When I say measure yourself against those goals, I've been talking a lot about KPIs, key performance indicators. Super important. I can't stress enough how important it is to set these goals, set these KPIs, and measure how well it's doing. When I say KPIs, this could be your revenue. This could be the leads coming in. This could be the close ratio for sales. And anything that's going wrong in the business, you will find with a KPI. This is your canary in the coal mine. This is your early warning sign, your seismic detector for the business is not running at an optimal rate. It's going to be these KPIs compared to your goals. So set where you want to be. And that means if you're at 10% profit, most businesses should be able to operate at around 20. If you're really cranking, 30% profit. You're not going to know how to get to 30% profit until you can figure out those KPIs and set those goals for yourself. So, hey, my goal is, if I'm at 10% profit, it's got to be at 20. As soon as you know that, as soon as you have that in your head, oh, it's possible to get to 20% profit, then you can start measuring things. So set goals for yourself. What do you want to be putting in your pocket? How many leads do you need every month to support that? How much sales percentage do you need to close? How many jobs do you need to close every month to make those leads hit that number for yourself? and just reverse engineer it. I want to have a company doing $2 million a year. This is how many leads I need a month. This is how much I need to be doing to sell, how many closes I need. This is what I need my expenses to be at. This is what I need my employees to be at, and start reverse engineering that using those KPIs. And I would just review them every single month. Here are the numbers. Here's where we were at. Where do we need to go from here? When you're growing your company, when you're trying to scale quickly, you need to be doing all these things and more. You need to be setting goals for yourself, measuring your KPIs. You need to be paying attention to your sales. Are you making enough sales? Are you closing enough deals? Are you getting enough leads in? How are you getting those leads in? You need to be building systems for your company. It's the only way you're going to grow your business. As you're growing your company, as you're working through these, trying to scale quickly, what are you running into? What are the challenges? What are the questions you have for me? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you on the next one. As long as you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.